Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, we break down all the drama from a wild week of high school action.
A remarkable chapter in their rivalry was written tonight.
And in the Coach's Corner, meet the man in charge of one of the state's top tennis programs. Plus, our athlete of the week takes pride in setting up her teammates.
Knowing that I did something and was able to help my teammates throughout the way, it was just a really emotional, good goal for me to hit.
We're serving up a new episode of The Zone Extra right now.
Hey, good evening to you and welcome to The Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great week of high school sports action we've had in our Coach's Corner tonight with sectionals a week away. We're joined by the man leading a top 10 boys tennis program, Zionsville's Earl Allen, plus our athlete of the week looks to help Hamilton Southeastern to a volleyball title. Our Olivia Ray has more on Emily Weber, and you won't want to miss our top play of the week, courtesy of Bishop Retard. And stick around to find out how you can be a part of an upcoming show. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. Week 5 of the football season certainly did not disappoint with great play and high drama. 5th-ranked Brownsburg went on the road and behind a stellar game from Caleb Marcus, get an 18-point win against Fishers. And number 1, Center Grove is still perfect on the season. Taven Jackson, Caton Curry, and the Trojans picked up a blowout win over North Central. And speaking of unbeaten teams, well, how about Ron Colley is now 5-0 on the year. The Royals knocked off Guerin Catholic 45-21 as the final. Bishop Retard is into the win column for the first time this season. And Coach Rob Doyle's Trojans earned a 45-point victory over Southport. And one of the state's best rivalries, well, it didn't disappoint Friday night as Ben Davis hosted Warren Central. Ben Davis leads by 22 in the third. But the Warriors, well, they fight back in this game right here after the Giants go back up 13. Warren roars back again. Less than a minute to go. Demarion Harris runs it in for the Warriors to tie the game. The successful extra point wins it for Warren Central. They win a thriller, 57-56.
With a minute 48 and you're down 13 points, it doesn't look real good. But you know what? Our kids on our sidelines didn't complain. They didn't argue. They didn't point fingers. They just lined up and played. We went down and got a quick score. Then we're fortunate enough to get the onside kick. But just a battle back from 22 and then 13 all in the second half is a tribute to the kids really just kind of buying into what we're trying to get done here at Warren.
Wow, what a win there for Warren Central. Meanwhile, in the Hoosiers Crossroads, it was a top 10 showdown at Hamilton Southeastern between the Royals and Westfield. And it's the Rocks who picked up a 13-point win after the game. Coach Jake Gilbert, well, he joined us live on The Zone for FaceTime Friday conversation.
Anytime you go through some adversity or lose or whatever, there's a lot that can be learned. So I don't know that we've been down really since the Cathedral game. So that's where I'm most pleased. We talked all week about competing to be elite, and we needed to go out and compete at an elite level to beat an elite football team.
All right, folks, let's take a look at the week's 6A football rankings there. See Center Grove there, unbeaten on the year. Westfield, number 2 in the state. Merrillville there. Carmel, the Greyhounds, number 4. And how about those Bulldogs of Brownsburg running out the top 5 there in Class 6A football rankings. All right, meanwhile, on the links, the first postseason tournament, believe it or not, of the fall season is underway as we have new sectional champs in girls golf. Congratulations to numerous Central Indiana teams who picked up sectional hardware over the past few days. Sectional winners include Hamilton Southeastern, Westfield, Plainfield, Center Grove, North Central, Mount Vernon, Richmond, and Delta. Regionals will head your way coming up on Saturday with the state final set for October the 1st and 2nd at Prairie View Golf Club there in Carmel. And in volleyball, plenty of great action taking place across Central Indiana. Congratulations to Tri-West, which won a pair of matches Saturday to claim the Hendricks County tournament. After 2 wins this week, the Bruins are now a perfect, get this, 16-0 on the season. And it was a great atmosphere at Ron Colley Monday night. How about this, as both sets of fans were fired up for the 4th-ranked Royals hosting Perry Meridian. This match, folks, was all Ron Colley. The Royals take the first set 25-13, and they don't look back in a straight set victory. A freshman Logan Bell led the Royals with 13 kills on the night, while senior and future Texas Longhorn Emma Halter had a match high of 24 digs right there. All right, let's take a look at some of the upcoming key dates in volleyball season coming your way. You see the sectional draw comes your way October the 3rd. The sectionals get underway October the 12th, regionals October the 23rd, and then the state finals are all set for November the 6th. And in swimming, a historic honor for Carmel High School, as both the boys and girls teams were named National High School Champions by Swimming World this month. Carmel becomes only the 3rd school, ever to accomplish this feat. And it's the first time it has been done in 21 years. The accomplishment is something not lost on Carmel head coach Chris Plum.
A lot of work, but again, it's community, it's a group of people. They work so hard. And I'm just humbled and honored to be the head coach and leader of all of that. Just to have both the boys and the girls, I mean, that's really the definition of a true team, to have such balance on the boys and girls teams. And I'm just so happy, because usually it's like, hey, the girls got it, the boys didn't, or the boys got it, the girls didn't, and somebody's upset. And this year, we all get to celebrate.
A lot of celebrating up there in Carmel. Congratulations to the Greyhounds. All right, time for a break, folks. We have much more coming your way here tonight on the Zone Extra. So glad you're with us. Up next is the Coach's Corner, and we're talking tennis. Zionsville's boys coach Earl Allen and his top player Cole Chappell are here in studio. Can't wait to talk to them. And still ahead, she's reaching milestones on one of the top volleyball teams in the state. We're going to introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from HSC. That's on the way.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. The Coach's Corner, presented by Junk King.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Extra tonight. Anthony Calhoun here with you. Now it's time for our Coach's Corner. This team is ranked 7th in the state, coming off a 3rd consecutive Hoosier Crossroads title and gearing up for the state tournament that starts next week. Please welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, Zionsville boys tennis coach Earl Allen and his #1 singles player, senior Cole Chappell, here with us tonight. Thank you guys for being here. We greatly appreciate it and love to have you part of our show here. Coach, let me start first with you. Okay. You know, we call it the Coach's Corner. We usually talk to the coach, but it was important to you to bring your star player in here tonight. First things first, how much fun are you having coaching this team and having a guy like him part of your team?
It is an absolute pleasure to coach this particular team. We have a very deep team. Coaching Cole has been fantastic, which is one of the reasons why I was hopeful that he would be able to come tonight, because he has brought so much to our program, and he's been a true #1 singles player for us, and he deserves everything that he's been getting.
That's great. And so, I mean, looking at you, I can tell the height. So I know you got a great serve, right?
Yes.
Got a great serve. What do you like about your game right now as you've been a leader on this team, been the senior?
It's definitely been different. Like, I'm like, now that I'm a senior and like I'm more of a leader, it's been a lot of fun. Like, I feel like I get to like play like more freely, and I get to play like how I want to play, and like it's just a lot more fun, like, because I'm a leader and like because people get to look at me and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, we're looking at some video of your team and you guys and yourself out there playing. Coach, when you look at the talent you have right now, what do you like about these individuals right now with this team?
I think the most important thing that Zionsville brings to the table is we have lots of depth. Our JV, as an example, is undefeated. We have had that for probably the last 4 years. We have lots of depth, starting with Cole all the way down. So top to bottom, we have guys that can fit in any spot, can play in any position, and are all deeply hungry to play. Yeah, and so Cole, give me your take on just your teammates and just what makes it so special.
We have a really special group of guys. Like, I'm great friends with all of them. Like, they're just a bunch of they're really supportive. Everyone's trying to get better. No one's like super, we're all competitive, but no one's like no one's like super selfish. We all like to share and help our team. Everyone.
And Cole, what a difference a year can make. Last year you probably went, oh my God, are we gonna have a season? What's gonna happen here? But how nice is it to have the season? Know you can focus in on trying to get to state.
It is so nice. It's a lot of fun just playing tennis, being out there, like not having to worry about if we're having a season or not. We just get to play, and that's like one of the best things ever.
I love it. Talking to the Eagles here on the Zone Extra. And Coach, 5 years at the school, but over almost a decade of time, because you've been around the program for almost a decade.
Correct.
What is so unique about this program at Zionsville and just the job you guys are doing year in and year out?
What I think is so unique about our particular tennis community is that, one, it's very deeply rooted in tennis. They love the sport. We have class acts on our team. Not only are they competitors and athletes, but they are true sportsmen. I get emails and compliments often about how nice our team is, especially when we play teams that maybe aren't as deep as we may be, that they're class acts and sportsmen, and they all love tennis. They really go hard all the time.
Yeah, Coach, pretty hard on you guys. You guys doing a lot of workouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I'm sure you enjoy playing for him, though, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and as far as what's so great about Indy and just in Central Indiana, I mean, we know we're not in Florida, but there is a love for tennis here in this area, and I'm sure you see that when you have your matches week in and week out, how competitive it is, right?
Yeah, I play with a lot of guys in the off season, so when we get to play with each other, it's always a lot of fun. We always have hard battles. It's a lot of fun. It's really competitive every week.
I love it. Let's take a look at your schedule coming up for you guys as you continue to get ready for the postseason. So you see the action there coming your way. What's your message to your team as you guys gear up and get ready for sectionals and of course the postseason coming up?
This is the time that we have to continue to peak, not to get satisfied, stay hungry, keep working, keep putting in the effort, because basically this is the second season for us, the postseason, and now the big dance begins. So we have to stay hungry, stay active, stay alert, and stay positive and keep working forward and trying to get to that next level, which will be hopefully the big dance.
Yeah, before we came on here tonight, I asked you what was the best part of your game, and you were saying your backhand, right?
I like my backhand.
Yeah, top spin, what you got going on? Slicing?
I hit it pretty hard, and I hit it kind of flat, but it works.
Oh, it works, yeah.
I like it.
And I know you obviously can serve, right, with your height, right?
Yes.
Great serve too, Coach?
Excellent lefty serve, true lefty serve, true lefty serve, which is what we need.
Yeah.
And he has a real good opportunity too. I think he's going to.
I was going to ask you about the game. So what's next for him, possibly?
Well, starting with the sectional, starting next week, whether we play Wednesday or Thursday, his campaign will begin. And I usually don't say this, but I honestly feel that he has a very, very good opportunity to make some real good inroads and hopefully make it to the big dance, the finals.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, all the best to you, Cole. Good luck to you. And there's nothing like, I told the guys I played tennis back in high school and never was the number one player on my team. But all the best to you, and we wish you all the best, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Coach, same to you as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
We're going to take a time out here tonight on Zone Extra. Is our athlete of the week. Hamilton Southeastern senior setter celebrates some milestones with M&Ms. Our Olivia Ray spotlights Emily Weber after the break. Plus, we reveal our play of the week. Come on back.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
We're back here on the Zone Extra tonight. HSE's volleyball team has quietly climbed to the top of the state rankings while staying undefeated in the Hoosier Crossroads. Their senior setter has stepped up to lead this young group. Our Olivia Ray caught up with Emily Weber, who's determined to take the Royals back to state.
She's taking kind of a page out of her sister's book, being just a big support person, which again, if you're a setter, you're handing out a lot of assists, and she does that basically on the court and then also off the court as well.
Hamilton Southeastern setter Emily Weber has followed in her older sister Abby's footsteps. The two of them shared the front row in HSE's state runner-up finish in 2019. Now 2 years later, Emily's the only Weber left on the roster, but has the Royals ranked #1 in the state in her final season.
I think sophomore year was when I was okay, this is going to be a goal of mine. I had two amazing hitters with me all the time. And they kind of set that goal for me. They always wanted me to get like an assist, and their whole thing was like, we're gonna get this for you. And I'm like, okay, like I want to get this for them then.
Just 7 games into her senior season, Emily Weber hit a major career milestone, and her teammates celebrated her in the only logical way, an M&M for all 1,000 assists.
It's great to see her. She's been, such a support person. We've usually run with 2 setters, so for her to go over that mark is kind of a big deal, especially with as talented of a setter as she is. The M&Ms, I'm not really sure why it was M&Ms, but really kind of neat to see her teammates kind of embrace that and want to celebrate her, because again, she's in a role where she doesn't get celebrated as often as like a hitter or even a defender, so it's well deserved.
And Weber has plenty of playing career left to work out that partnership with M&Ms. She's headed to Wright State next fall, but first wants one last lengthy postseason with HSE.
State is obviously the end goal, but end all be all, I just want these girls to have a better future, and whatever I can do as a senior leader to make them better for next year is what I want to do.
The Raiders are getting a good one. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Olivia, thank you so much. Great job as always. We're going to take a time out, but still ahead. More to come tonight on the Zone Extra, including Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. Plus, we get you ready for another great night of football on the Zone.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. Now it's time for Ask the Commissioner. Each week, we take one of your questions to IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. Here's this week's question. When you attended a high school sporting event, what is your go-to food choice at the concession stand, Commish?
When I get to that place, I always like to get into that popcorn bag because it's always a little bit different. Every community, every gym has their own special brand of popcorn and a little extra salt or a little less salt, or, it's just something that you get to see how it's made at each place I get to go. Reese Cups are awful good, but how that popcorn is made is just something that makes high school facilities special.
Oh, man, I just love these segments with the commissioner. How about that popcorn? You know what? I agree with him. I love the popcorn as well. Help us out, folks. Ask the commissioner. Submit your questions. Send it to us via tweet. Also, use those hashtags right there. You may get your question on the air. All right. Meanwhile, we're back here on the Zone Extra. Every week, of course, we take a look at the favorite part of high school sports. That is the passion of both the players and the fans. The school spirit we see is just incredible. And each fall, of course, we like to award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best spirit. This is what the students are competing for. The Zone Championship banner presented by Crew Car Wash. So we are giving this huge banner to the school that is in the zone and has the best school spirit. Which high school is going to be the 2021 champs and claim the undisputed top spirit award and this awesome banner to hang up at your school at the end of the season? We'll find out coming up in November. All right, now let's check out this week's top play. Bishop Tard facing Bishop Dwenger in Fort Wayne. Check out the shot from a distance here by Brianna Buell, deep in it under the cross bar there for the goal. Let's see it again. The Trojans win the game 2-1 and are ranked number 1 in Class 2A. If you'd like to submit a chance for you to get on the show here with the play of the week, there's the information right there on the screen. A chance for you to take part right here on the Zone Extra. All right, now, Miami TV, Channel 23, your local high school football station, a home for the game of the week. The rivalry is back on. Carmel getting set to take on North Central. You can check out all the action coming up tomorrow on Miami TV, Channel 23, 7 o'clock over on Miami TV, Channel 23. And it's a big night of high school football across Central Indiana. I'll be live at Ron Colley for our Zone tailgate party at 5 o'clock and 6. Plus, we have great game reaction coming your way. 22 games coming up on the Zone. Here's a look at some of our featured matchups we'll have for you coming up tomorrow night at 11:08. Ben Davis taking on Lawrence North. We got Chittard against Guerin Catholic, Brownsburg against Westfield, Plainfield Decatur Central, and HSC against Zionsville. All those games, 22 coming your way coming up tomorrow, 11:08, right here on Wish TV. All right, folks, hey, thank you so much for watching The Zone Extra tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, we are back here next Thursday, 7 o'clock, right here on Wish TV.